and it will be Team Secret versus Who Knows. Guys, take it away.
So let's jump into our first match of the ESL Premiership 2019 for the spring season. Who Knows versus Team Secret on Oregon. Let's see where the bans will take us. Already, the big sniper gone, glass gone, and also Dokkaebi with those logic bombs will be taken out as well.
Not too much of a surprise there to see Dokkaebi going out. She's become much more prevalent in the meta recently with those disruption operators coming through. We've seen Lion now permanently banned, or at least into quarantine until we see major changes for him. So that also frees up a ban there, and I think it's no surprise to see that moving towards operators like Dokkaebi, who can do a similar job as, you know, it's not exactly the same, it's not as powerful as Lion, but it is certainly a similar job of disruption. I don't think it's too much of a surprise demo to see Mirror and Echo as our two defenders being banned on Oregon.
Now, pick your poison. Do you want to get rid of Echo or do you want to get rid of Maestro? This time they've opted to leave in the Maestro. I think Maestro cameras are a lot more harder to deal with on Oregon compared to Echo drones. There's not that many strong Echo placements that you can have, and whenever there's operators like IQ still available, Maestro camera is going to be a lot harder to deal with, because that means you have to, first of all, bring soft breach in the form of Sophia or Ashe, and you also have to burn up ADSs as well. So there is a lot of things that you have to put in place to get rid of Maestro cameras, and there's some absolutely filthy Maestro camera spots in that basement as well.
Yeah, there is. I think the choice between Echo and Maestro, where it's a close one on a map like Oregon, I think ultimately it ends up coming down to Echo, because he just edges that actual plant deniability. Whilst Maestro is capable of doing it, Echo just has that ability to immediately stop a plant. Now, coming out onto the first site, we're going to see Who Knows defending first of all, and we're going to see a kitchen dining. Is that a bit of a surprise to you there, Demo? Maybe trying to get the difficult site out of the way first of all?
Well, if you're confident in your upstairs and you're confident in your downstairs, you're eventually going to have to go for this site, so you may as well get it over and done with. Secret may have been expecting their operator lineup to attack the basement or attack the upstairs. I think looking at the dining and their lineup that they've brought, they're lacking the thermite. I think typically on a map like Oregon, whenever you have lost the attack attacking the upstairs and also the basement, you know it's going to be a dining. Typically you would switch in the thermite to have that extreme hard breach rather than the X-Kairos pellets. Secret may have a bit of problems. They have a lot of soft breach, which is good. But first of all, they have to get rid of that bandit, whoever, of course, is sitting there pesking away with those charges, and those castle barricades will be eliminated as Penguin will start to get pressured by a lot of these players, so you can see them grouping up with the Montanian already. First blood goes in favor of Secret as Lackey will find the kill onto Nathan.
Yeah, I think Who Knows could have, you know, it could be a successful debate here coming onto this site, as you say, not attracting the thermite early on, but that's going to force Secret into a more aggressive style of play. They can only open up limited holes. Leon Gids coming in with a nice double onto Penguin and Ghost there, and that leaves us in a quick 5 versus 2 and a perfect example of what I was suggesting we were going to see there, and that's Secret having no choice but to come in and get aggressive. Ace will get a kill back onto Leon, meanwhile Lems and Stiz just moving, clean things up, and how about that for a quick first round?
That was possibly one of the quickest dining defensive I've ever seen. That attack was rapid. They were hitting the building within about the 2-minute mark. Great opening frag from Lackey. He played the white van position well. Typically on this bomb site, there always is one roamer located over towards that lobby side to try and potentially jump out of the windows upstairs, or just run out double door as well and try and kill people rotating towards the shower area. A very scary position if you let that roamer stay unattended, but well played by Secret anyway. And of course Leon does what Leon does, and that's kill off frags for his team, and it's only going to be 1-0. Not over yet by a long shot. And also another quick reminder for everybody, last season we did have the first to 6, and you could also tie. Now we have it where we're going to go to first to 7 in this case.
Yeah, I think adding those 2 rounds we've seen a real reduction in ties. It's not to say that you don't get them, but just that little bit of extra length on attacking and defensive phase just seems to have edged it out a little bit, and you tend to get one team over that distance that does edge the match. But who knows, they're definitely going to have to do something different here if they want to take it anywhere near to edging the match, because as much as, you know, they'll have known that taking that site straight off the rip was a risk, it's a risk that hasn't really paid off there. So we're going to see what they can bring us down in Laundry. Do remember that we don't have the mirror, so they're not going to be able to use the little closet hold that we would normally see. The Maestro cameras, therefore, are going to be more important than ever, because normally you're using that mirror looking into sight just to feed back that information. Ultimately, it is a good spot to deny the plant from as well. You've got that potential nitro toss, you bring a smoke, and you can hold off that plant for a good 30-40 seconds from there, which they won't have the good grace of doing. But the Maestro cams, therefore, are going to be so much more important.
So let's see where this roam game will start to take place. Penguin, he is the Legion. He can keep developing those goo mines. I think that having the goo mines against an operator like Montagnier is so strong, it really disables that type of play where he's just a walking wall. You can't kill him. Walking drone, for example, as well. Also, the Mute, I think, is another very good pick for this particular bomb site. Whenever a lot of drones try to come in from Secret, it's going to be great to try and deny that access. Standard meet and hold, there's nothing really surprising, but a massive kill as Montagnier will be taken out. So that human drone, that human wall, you can't kill, and he's going to look at you. He's gone out of the picture, so not relies heavily on the kills coming out from Secret. Essentially, they don't have too much utility. No Doka because it's been banned, no Glass because it's been banned. Sure, Ying could have been the answer, but Secret are a team to run the Ying. Penguin will start to have an engagement and lose that to Lackey before Ace will also find one onto a Lems. Nathan at the back will try and fall back, but still playing aggressive as he can. He has the Jäger. 416 is a great weapon for melting really anybody. Here comes the quick drop. The tags come in. Stiz will TK Leon. Not like this. Stiz will find one and Lackey also another. No Thumbs gets eliminated at 2 versus 2, and somehow Secret have control of the bomb site. Stiz misses a couple of shots. Nathan with a massive one on Lackey. Lee Stiz, a massive clutch player for Team Secret. We've seen him last season do unthinkable things on a smoke. Not really much with a banner. Let's see if he can change his ways. Go for the pre-fire. Back and forth. Still doesn't land anything. Flashbang as well. He's going to try and chase him with the Berry 9. Still misses more shots. Stiz, you've one ball left in the chamber. And that will not be enough as Ace will find... Whoa, what a kill from him. And that is such an emphatic round coming in from Secret. They just dropped hatch and went for it and was very, very risky. And you have to say, who knows, they stood their ground very well.
Yeah, they did, and I think that goes to show exactly what we're saying about Secret. You know, they're not coming in with many strats, they're not coming in, they got a couple of kills there, freed up the top floor, although they still had Nathan back in meeting. They didn't really try to push him, they just all decided to drop hatch, or the 3 that were left. And then you had an unfortunate team kill coming in, and they just had to just push on as best they could with 2 in sight, and who knows, did exactly what they needed to do. They kept things calm, and then they just swept up, and I'm glad to see that. It brings us back to 1-1. That first round was, you know, to be fair, I think emphatic would be a fair word to use for Secret coming in, and nobody likes to see a team get run over. We want to see a nice competitive game, and I think that round there just shows that Who Knows are definitely here to play, and taking the kitchen for the first round was just a little bit of a risk. It's one of those rolls of the dice. If it pays off, then great, but they've managed to get themselves down into Laundry, shown a much better level of organisation down there, and they've just held Secret off very, very well. The fight at the end, I didn't know which way that was going to go with the Hibana. He just had to keep running away, but ultimately got himself into a good position there to turn around and take the gunfight on his terms. And I think, again, that comes down to what you were saying, Demo. Oregon's so important to win your gunfights, and what he's done there is he's used his head instead of playing that ring around the roses. He's got himself into a position where he knows that this can only come from one direction, and that's when he's then chose to take the fight.
So once again, we're going to have that bit of a roam game coming in from Legion. Ace on that Legion. Does it ever feel weird that you're casting yourself?
A little bit. I mean, I've dreamt about it a few times, but I just never seem to play that well.
Is he like you in a parallel universe?
Yeah, he's a good player.
Like, is he traveled back in time or from the future? Because you're kind of in between with ages, I think.
I think, to be fair, it's got to be from the future.
from the future? I thought it would be back in time.
Nah, got to be from the future.
In your younger days,
yeah,
with a luscious mane of blonde hair.
I never had I was born bald. I never had a luscious mane of blonde hair, Demo.
So we will move in, and already the wall's going to be opened up. So a very quick start from Secret, but still plenty of roamers still lurking. And a big thing that Team Secret they have to keep in mind is their Valkyrie on the side of Who Knows. And we know what a Valkyrie can do with a C4 from below in Oregon. It can almost definitely stop the plant. We'll have to see how he plays it. I don't know if there's going to be any room coverage. There should be, I'd imagine, from Team Secret. They have, you know, the Montagna kind of as that, I'd say that massive 6-man, pretty much him and the shield counts for 1. And hey, here comes the C4. LMs will find 1. No Fums will get those Toxic Thieves onto Meat B, but still a lot of work to do. It has slowed down just a bit as we move into the next half of the round.
So that's Monty taken off the board quickly again. You know, you commented on that last time, Demo, how much utility that is losing, that walking drone, that information that we know is so important in Siege. And again, they've failed to keep him alive. Penguin coming in with a kill onto Steez. And again, this is starting to edge in the direction of Who Knows. They know exactly where these Secret players are coming from. No Thumbs with a headshot onto Leon Gids. So that's now going to leave Secret in a 2 versus 4. Lems and Lackey more than capable of doing this, but they've certainly got it all to do as Ace steps up with a double kill against Team Secret. I never thought that I'd say that, Demo, but it certainly wasn't me. That will finish the round out, and Who Knows now 2-1 on Oregon.
Well, we move into round number 4 with Team Secret at a disadvantage, but then again, they still have 3 more rounds on the attack to see if they can try and pull themselves out. And I'd say Oregon in the current state is certainly a lot more defender-sided favoured. I think that the basement is extremely strong if you have a good roam game. We know Secret has the capabilities and the tools to perform just that. And also, I've seen a lot of teams struggles with upstairs attack lately. Upstairs attack has really been a thorn in the side for the attackers.
Yeah, I think you're right, and especially with an operator like Valkyrie coming along there, as you said, yes, you've got the power of that C4 toss from below to potentially deny plants. That is not the only power of Valk on Oregon, though. There is some absolutely killer outdoor cams that they'll have just been feeding so much information back in there. You know, they definitely knew. You could see that the Secret players were getting pinged at that double window, so Ace knew that the fight was there. He was using that shield to the best advantage that he could, and I think it was 3 kills in the end that he picked up there, and what a great round for him.
Yeah, and there's operators like Pulse still available. We know that the big bans, that Echo and that Mira, are always going to be picked over operators like Pulse. You'd say, oh, but Pulse is also another denial operator that has a C4. But then again, you're going to let an Echo run wild along with a Maestro as well? No, that doesn't happen, because you physically can't attack from that stage.
Nope. Moving into round number 4 then, we're going to see another kitchen defence here, and this could be a real pivotal point for Who Knows. We saw Secret absolutely run over them on this site in the first round, and that was without even being able to prepare for it. Leon heading straight to the bathroom and opening up that castle barricade, so that's 1 down and 2 remaining, but that's going to force Penguin out of there. He's just going to drop back to a deeper location just to hold through that rotation and try and prevent Leon's entry. We can see that Meepy on the Maestro there is going to have opened up some holes. He's going to see if he can clear off any bandits or any utility there, so we can start thinking about getting it open with the Hibana pellets, which we see now, and that will enable them to push into dining for that potential plant. Now, it's fair to say Who Knows doing a lot better on this defence than they did last time. I think they've pretty much been run over by now nearly, so they've definitely thought about and adapted to what happened last time. We've got Nathan upstairs on that roam, and that's forcing at least one Secret player that I could just see on the rappel there is having to head upstairs to think about clearing that out, because if there are any kill holes opened up in that floor, it's going to allow that Jaeger to really work and deny in that plant.
So once again, Penguin playing very aggressive here on the castle. And just like last time, already, the showers has been forfeited pretty much. Leon, he will find Nath, and that's not been castled off. That is massive for Who Knows, not castling off that white window, which is one of the best castle barricades you can have in this map. You basically give Leon a free entry with a massive triple kill. Could he be on for the 4th? I think it will be round the corner. Yes, it will. Stiz also finds one for himself. And that is why you castle barricade the white window.
Yeah, I mean, it took a little bit longer this time, but the outcome was the same, and I think the deaths in total probably came in about the same amount of time. Secret not messing about at all when they got themselves into location. I think, you know, as you said there, Leon did very, very well. He got himself into showers really early. Penguin did what he needed to do, and he dropped back out. He played deeper from the bottom of White Stairs and just held him off for as long as he could. But, as you said, by not castling that white window, it was not a safe space whatsoever. And I think Leon probably recognised that from droning. He moves back out of showers. They think he's still in there and a challenge in there. Nathan moves downstairs. Leon picks himself up a nice double kill and moves into the building. That then shifts the attention of Who Knows over to White Stairs, and kiss kiss bang bang, the rest of Team Secret move in and finish the job. So great pinch there from Secret to finish the round off, but again, Who Knows won't take too much of a knock from that. It's the third site. They're now back, potentially looking at 4-2, taking Laundry and Kids if they can defend them as they did the first 2 times.
Exactly what I was going to bring up. They've done the hard part. They've got rid of the 2 bomb sites that, of course, is dramatically weaker. Honestly, the Dining and the Big Tower are very weak sites compared to the other 2. It's very difficult for defenders to really win those defenses. I think the attackers have more of a confined space where they can only focus on one way. You look at Kid's bedroom, you can't really focus on one way on your attack. You have to go for multiple angles, which some teams do struggle with their communication. And whenever we do have that halftime switch, that's where I worry for Who Knows on their attacks. These newer teams, I think a perfect example will probably whenever you see no more than 30 ping play. Their attacks will certainly struggle a lot more than their defense, because defense is generally easier for a lot of teams.
Well, I mean, defense, not that there's less thinking, but there's less thinking on your feet. You tend to have your strat set up, you know exactly what you're going to do before you go in there. Attack, you really have to be able to just adapt and move and work on the fly so that you can change up depending on what you find in front of you. So, as you say, all that defensive strategy can be worked on well ahead of time and time again. Attacking as much as you can scrim all you want, you're still going to come in and play against a team that you may not have played before, and you're going to have to react to what they do. So, Lem's coming in with the first kill of this round and the second onto Ace. That's a very quick movement for Secret. Secret just seeming to get into the stride a little bit now, and if they can start taking these, you know, easier sites, the Laundry and Kids Dorms away from Who Knows, I think we could start to see that shift in momentum now as Lackey moves in and gets that 3rd kill onto Nathan. So that's the major fragger off the board there as well, leaving us with Ghost and No Thumbs down in sight. 2 of the support players, Maestro and Smoke, they've certainly got the utility they need to deal with this, but they do not have the numbers. 5 versus 2. This is surely going to go the way of Secret now.
This will be an immense throw if Secret do not take the round win. You can see the first Toxic Beam will be deployed by Thumbs, so quite smartly, not using it just yet, waiting for a barbed wire trigger or a call out from his teammates who may be lurking on the dead Maestro cameras as well. Ghost will start to get pressured from behind and also will get killed from the corridor. Lem's another one for himself, a 1 versus 5, and well, this is the worst nightmare for No Thumbs. A flawless sweep for Team Secret, and they will take yet another round for themselves as we head into the last attack for Secret and the last defense for Who Knows.
Great 3k there from Lem's, opening up with a double and then picking one up just as they were mopping up those last 2. And a great round for Secret to take. I don't know about you, Demo. I just look at Secret there and I think they've sort of started playing in that round. It was a lot slower. If you look at the last time they attacked Laundry the first time around when Who Knows won, we had the 3-man drop into sight and it just all seemed a bit more just off the cuff. Let's just be aggressive and run at them. And I think, you know, that didn't work, and it's maybe made Secret think, Who Knows, you know, maybe due a little bit more respect than we were giving them. We're not just going to run over them in that way. That round seemed like Secret just stepped back a little bit with more of the patient Secret that we know, waiting for their opportunities, taking the chances and working as a cohesive team, and the result showed.
I think that last round just shows the gun skill that Secret have over a team like Who Knows. Team Secret, they have always been known for their sheer fragger potential. You have a player like Leon Gids, who is easily one of the best fraggers in Europe. I don't really think anybody could really argue with that. Certainly top 5. You looked at him last season in Season 8 of Pro League. He was running up there with Counter K and aces in terms of kills. I believe he was the 3rd highest kills overall in Pro League. So certainly that's something that the young man can take away. And so, you know, he showed himself in Pro League. Yeah, I can kill, and he can kill, well, damn good as well.
Yeah, and like you say, he's definitely bringing that to the table now. We saw that particularly on that last kitchen hold. He just changed his whole game around within 5 seconds or so, did exactly what he needed to do to put himself in the position, and I think that's one of Leon's big strengths is his positioning. He's always positioned so well to take the gunfight, and when you couple that with his actual physical gun skill, you've got an absolute nightmare to deal with. And like you say, it's no wonder that places him in the top 5 fraggers Europe. Absolutely no surprise whatsoever. So looking at round number 6 now, we're going to be attacking the kids' dorms, and I like to see that from Who Knows. They didn't see much success down in Laundry when Secret attacked it considerably differently, so I like to see that they've mixed it up and changed it round. We're going to see Leon moving through and just looking to roam clear along with LMs, so they're now pushing through the kitchen, looking to get themselves into meeting hall and just clear out those roamers that we know can be so important. Penguin will get the first kill onto Lackey. Looks like a run out from Garage to me. He will then get picked off by LMs, so that will have been a call out from Secret coming out to shout out the location of that roamer, but they do still have another roamer on the cards, I think, that they need to deal with yet.
The Lambs will find the white stairs, and certainly Maestro perched up on top. He will be eliminated, so those Maestro cameras are now only used as an information tool. And Ace, he will also be caught out from below, maybe with the rotation in towards White Van. And Stiz will be looking to try and enter in through the double window. He still has to fight against a smoke, and with all 3 toxic babes, this is where things could struggle for Secret. They need to get a move on as soon as it hits that 40 seconds, the 30-second mark. That's whenever you want to start worrying. We will see the pings come in and also the push as well. That will be the quick cleanup. 2 massive kills for Team Secret. Lambs and Stiz will find each to 2 French as they will take the round, and they will also lead 4 rounds to 2.
Secret trading kills very, very well there. They lost a couple of men. They lost one to Penguin on the Garage run out, but then he didn't last them more than 10 seconds or so after that, and we saw the same. Ace moved in, picked up a kill, and then was traded within 5 seconds or so. So great teamwork starting to come out. The communications obviously flowing for Secret now, and they're just shouting out those locations call-outs fantastically. And they were very adamant on their own clear there. They knew that they needed to clear it out before they started pushing site directly. When they got down to 2 men, and Stiz just moved into sight and picked up those last 2 kills with players trying to rotate back in, as you said. So moving into round number 7, the question now is where do Who Knows go? They've chosen to go back upstairs to kids' dorms. They obviously felt that they were a little bit closer up there than they were down in Laundry. I'm not too sure there was much in it. Secret really starting to stretch their legs now.
And this is where people like Leon has ACOGs with an LMG. That's another terrifying aspect that you put on him. I'd imagine Secret are going to try and have a mix of a heavy roam game in towards the attic and in towards the meeting, where they can rotate in towards the double meeting, up 3 armory stairs, in 3 white, all the rotations they can do. This is where Who Knows really needs to show that, hey, even an extension in the big tower as well, that causes more issues for Who Knows, because they have to work 2 times harder to clear out these roamers. And in that position, in the top of tower, whenever Who Knows does not have any frag grenades, that's a hard position to get rid of him. Sure, they have the Kappa bolts, but they're going to have to make good utility of them.
Certainly are, and that, as you say, that roam clear is going to be absolutely essential for Who Knows now to start building some momentum. If they don't clear that big tower out, they could be in big trouble. And we've got LMs just perched up at the top there on the Jaeger, and we all know what that assault rifle can do, even at range, and he's going to be looking to pick off anybody that he can and then get on that late roam. Leon Gids coming out and getting that first kill onto No Thumbs. That's the hard breach gone, so that's going to mean we don't have a master push whatsoever being possible, because we don't have another hard breach. It'd take a long time on the Maestro to do that. So it's going to be pushing through single doors now. LM's looking to go on the long rotate. Is he going to go for a run out on construction? He goes to the pistol so that he can move quicker before he gets notified. He just can't get the angle to get the kill there. It was a worthwhile effort, but he does have somebody moving downstairs. Ghost will get the kill onto Leon meanwhile. However, Nathan, how can you not get the kill onto LMs there? You know exactly where he is from the notification. He allows him to move back into sight. So does Penguin. 2 kills from LMs downstairs, even after notified. Lackey tidies things up, and Who Knows on the throw there. LMs notified on the map. They knew exactly where he was. 2 of them just ran onto his sword.
What? that should not happen. Ever. First of all, I think LMs should have just went for the rear stage door to kill the guy in Armory, rather than go for that massive rotation on the construction. As soon as he was running through that electrical corridor, he should have been dead. Dead, 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 dead. Somehow wins the gunfight, because clearly Nathan whiffs his shots, and then even to get that second kill, I've no words.
I mean, the problem there is you've got Penguin comes from the front stairs, you've got Nathan comes from the rear stairs, and they know exactly where LMs is. There's nowhere else for him to get back into the map, so they know he's in electrical corridor. They've got one coming from front, one coming from rear. They choose not to pinch him. I don't really understand why. There was 5 seconds between them attacking, and it was that 5 seconds that allowed LMs to take the first gunfight and win it, take the second gunfight and win it. If Nathan holds off on rear stage stairs, 5 seconds, waits until Penguin is pushing from supply corridor, I think you've got a different outcome there, because then you've got LM's challenge from 2 angles. He might get 1, but you get the trade, and that's what's so important in Siege.
And this is what comes back to my original point. Who knows are struggling on their communications. This is not an uncommon thing for new teams. Teams have to develop those communication skills over a lengthy period of time. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. You need to work with your communications, but certainly the way things are going, who knows, has to change quite a lot of stuff. And, well, there's going to be 1 kill for them, and onto Leon as well, a massive kill. And a very aggressive jump out there from Leon. Sure, he has the Doc. We know how aggressive a Doc can be with the MP5 ACOG headshot machine, can stim himself back up if he takes a bit of damage. Doc isn't really an anchor anymore. I think Doc is typically played as an aggressive roamer, which is very strange to say a free armor running about like that. But hey, the kit he has available works extremely well for that scenario. But this time, Leon didn't make that work.
So we're going to have Nathan pushing in through Kitchen, and again, Kitchen Meeting Hall, very, very important area to hold, and we quite often see the rotation there. Penguin getting his second kill of the round onto Lackey. Meanwhile, LMs picks up Ace, and that will leave us in a 4 versus 3, still in favour of Who Knows, and Penguin did them a big favour picking up that early kill with Leon trying to get aggressive, but LMs just catching Ghost off guard there, and he just certainly wasn't looking at that white stairs window expecting anybody to be there. Nathan will square that off with a trade on LMs though, so that leaves us now 3 versus 2 in favour of Who Knows. They've still got the utility that they need. They've got the slaying capability of Ash on the board. They're up against an Ella and a Smoke. Now, they've only got 1 person on site at the moment. I don't know if that's something that Who Knows are aware of. If it is, we might just see them for going that upstairs, putting a flank watch in place and just starting to rush site a little bit, but I don't think that they can be aware of that because they're still searching this upstairs for any roamers.
Stiz has the shotgun in hand. We know how deadly he can be with that pump in action. Maybe will find the Thermite, get the down, and also succeed with the kill. Has the rotation hole, will start getting rattled shots from behind him. Stiz is still trying to battle upstairs. The pistol is not going to win against the R4C off the Ash. But hey, this is a great positioning from Stiz. He's playing aggressive on the stairs. Who Knows are not going to be ready for this. There's still that hatch that hasn't been opened. There's no Habana as well, which is something that Who Knows has not brought. They lost their Thermite, so they can either rely on Maverick, open up the hatch, or they try and go the route, which seems to be the case, but the sound is following, and Stiz is just tracking away and moving with the players. Still, 30 seconds to go. The drones will come in. Here comes the quick push. Stiz will have to pull out all the stops. Goes to pick up his Toxic Beard. Will he play in the cover, or will he play aggressive in the corridor? Chooses to play his smoke grenades in a very long angle. He will manage to land. No, he doesn't even land the first one. The second one, however, will land. Just keeps smoking away. 20 seconds to go. Penguin is extremely low in HP. 1 shot from the pump will surely put him down. Here comes a quick peek, but no, Penguin will win that gunfight. I think Stiz just tried his luck a little bit too aggressively in that scenario. He could have waited, you know, played beneath understairs, and oh well, in hindsight, Secret, they drop 1 round on their defense, but still they have the advantage, they have the lead, and still 2 more rounds before they do succeed with the victory.
I think given that they were 5-2 there, it's not too much of a surprise to see Stiz getting aggressive on that smoke. We saw at the finals last time, if you remember Demo, Stiz had some fantastic games on the smoke using that shotgun, so he's definitely an operator he's confident with. And at 5-2, I don't think it does too much harm to push up and just get aggressive and try and just take that confidence away from Who Knows. Make them back out of gunfights next time, you know, make them worry about pushing side. They did did very well, did what they needed to do. I might like to have seen the two that were left, I think it was Nathan and Penguin again, maybe just separate and one push from rear, one push from front. They had the time to do it. You know, there were 3 smokes down with 20 seconds there, so they couldn't even progress at that point for 10 seconds. So it might have been nice to see them push both sides. But in the end, all's well that ends well. They did exactly what they needed to do, got that final kill onto Stiz and won a good round for them. I think there was still a couple of things there that they could improve upon. I think it was Ghost running past White Stairs window without much of a care in the world, and you know, Lem's just got a free kill on him there. You've always got to be cautious, particularly of those high footfall areas, the windows, and just keeping your ADS on there. You know, that could have been very, very different, and it could have put them at a man advantage there.
Yeah, I think another point I want to bring back is about Stiz and that smoke. A smoke player in your team is a make or break for defenses. If you don't have a good smoke player, you don't have a good anchor. You need good anchors, because typically in Oregon, your roamers will die. It's a fact. You get trades for trades. We talk about the gun skill that really comes into play in Oregon so heavily. If you have a strong smoke player, which we know Secret do, Stiz, he plays it time and time again. Sure, we've seen him there at the Prem finals, but then again, that was on LAN, and Stiz is so much more of a dominant LAN player than he is online. But I'm still certain that you know, he'll pick up here or there a couple more kills and so on. But I think for a lot of teams, if any of you guys are watching, make sure your smoke can actually play the game well. Because if you have a good smoke, you will find your defenses so much more easier.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just down to the absolute basics of smoke, you've got played in the right way, 30 seconds basically taken off the clock, pushers completely halted, and we're going to see a great challenge from Penguin there to get the kill onto Meepy from the hatch. So they've identified that Secret are holding that kitchen meeting area quite hard again. We've still got Lems in there, they had 2 men there, and that's great play just to switch up the angle of attack, not to come from dining this time, but to get upstairs, open up that hatch and get a great first kill on the Ash. That's exactly what you're looking for from Ash, is just getting in there and getting those entry frags and starting that momentum of your attack. Penguin I've been very impressed with over the last couple of rounds. He's had an absolute couple of crucial kills. He got that great kill on Leon's attempted run out. He's, you know, really firing his team up, and I think that's what Who Knows wins now. Ace is going to just be pressuring Attic. Shots will go onto Leon in Attic, but he's not going to be able to finish it. He's just going to be looking for that wall bang, but again, this just continues. He doesn't manage to get the shots, and that allows Leon to use that impact nade just to rotate around. He's going to put the goo mine out, so he knows that he's not getting tracked behind him. And again, great plays though from Who Knows, just to force Team Secret out of those areas they're trying to hold. If they clear Attic, they can then clear meeting, they can then start to push site, and that's what they're going to be looking to do in this final minute.
Still, all 5 players on the attack are going to be alive, and with 50 seconds to go, that's still a decent amount of time, but they need to start burning these smoke canisters. Stiz is going to be primed and ready, I'm sure, waiting for the call-out. That deployable shield will be eliminated, and that does mean Maestro has to back away, and he also is on low HP along with Leon Lems. He's going to have to be the massive player in this Secret defense. 35 seconds on the clock. Nathan has the angle. This is another common area that you see that kind of 5th man playing towards. It's a very strong angle to play. It's extremely hard, again, for Secret to try and retake, but hey, well, he'll just run straight past it. Sees 2 on the stairs. We'll find 2 on the stairs. Ghost with the refrag, a 3 versus 3. Lems will somehow end up inside of kitchen as he does battle the Maverick inside of bathroom. Lackey pushes in and also finds bombs, and Lems will win against the Maverick once again. Stiz aggressive with the SMG-11, and he will find... Oh, diffuser being planted as well in the midst of that as well. Completely missed the plant. But hey, what a retake from Secret. Who Knows, just being completely caught.
I think that's a great example of, as much as it is important to play the objective in Siege, that is what happens on Oregon when you fail to clear out that roam properly. And I think the roam clear just sort of stalled for Who Knows there. They went in, they cleared out they got the initial kill from Penguin onto kitchen, cleared that out, so then Lems was pushed back into meeting. They had Leon up in Attic. They challenged Leon on Attic, didn't quite get the kill, but took 75% of his health and forced him out of there. So they know that they've still got Leon on the roam, they know they haven't killed him. They know that they've been challenged in meeting, so they know that Lems is there. And they just left those 2 guys active upstairs, and it was like with a minute to go, they'd shown all this great progress on their own clear, and then it just stalled, and they almost forgot about it. decided, right, let's push that and get the diffuser down. Let's just focus on diffuser. And then they paid the price heavily. Lems just moved through. Leon moved through and got that 2K at the top of stairs. Lems picked the one up out of kitchen Maverick as he was moving through. And there was just nothing that they could do at that point, diffuser down or not. It was an easy retake when you've got 2 players on a flank like that. So a little bit frustrating from Who Knows there, because the first minute 30 of that round was fantastic from them. And I think that's one that if they go back and learn, look at that round, there's a lot that they can learn from there. Just to keep that pressure up on Attic and Meeting, either force them completely downstairs and then put somebody on the rear stage flank watch so that they can't return, or get the kills and then you're 4 versus 2 on site, get the diffuser down, you're going to win the round.
Team Secret have secured themselves at least a point from this match. More than likely, I would say that they're going to go on and take all 3 of the points up for grabs. Who knows, they have 3 more rounds to try and fight back and at least retain a point from Team Secret, which really, in my books, if Who Knows manages to take a draw against Secret, that's a win.
Absolutely. I mean, look at M&M last season. They came out week 1, got a draw against Secret, and then it pushed them on. I think they finished on 4 wins, 3 draws. They had a fantastic regular season. So it just shows how important a first win like that can be. That said, a defeat here really isn't going to knock Who Knows in a big way. Let's be honest, everybody's going to expect to come out and lose to Secret week 1. So it's almost a free match for them. They can just come out, test the strats, test the play. And I think, you know, they've shown some promise today. They definitely can't take that away from them. Oh, Leon Gids going for the run out there and Nathan punishing him. How about that? Not too often that you see that sort of potato from Leon Gids.
I think that was just Ken being caught by surprise. I think the Thatcher shouldn't have been there, really. I don't think Leon was expecting that either. Maybe we'll find Ghost, and barely Lms misses the head of Penguin rotating and has rotated himself back down and putting no thumbs here as your Thermite to try and challenge the Jaeger. This is the last player you want trying to take the gunfights, because he is your hard breach, and well, we see how many teams struggle if you lose that main hard breacher. They have decided to forfeit that big tower, let LM stay up there and neatly tucked away, can try and play aggressive, have those windows, try and eliminate them from the roof, and they will try and rotate around and take control of the armory. But this is wasting time, which is great for Secret. They still have the gas canisters, there's goo mines, there's Maestro cameras as well. There's a lot of things here that really go in favor of Team Secret. Who Knows will have to, first of all, clear armory, get in the master bedroom, and once they've done that, they still have to push the bomb site and plant the bomb.
Yep, not difficult for Lems to get back to site here either. As you say, it's a bit of a danger to leave him out there on their own. There's so many different angles that he can play from. He's going to just try to put the shots through that soft wall there to pick up a kill, but doesn't quite get it. But again, as you've said, Demo, the most important things for your roamers is just to be wasting time. Now, Lems is going to catch somebody out here, I think, if he moves into Classroom. He misses him. How does he not see him or hear him? And he's going to push back. But they just don't seem to know that they're there.
Both of them. I don't know.
Nobody knows that they're there. So No Thumbs is going to be looking to push into site. He's got that master closet wall open. Are they thinking once again about getting a plant down? But 3 versus 4, the roam is going to come back to hurt them. Lems now in Classroom, but it would appear that they've just moved away. So he's missed his moment there. Smoke's coming out. Penguin will get picked up moving in from the window, but Nathan with a double kill. No Thumbs, one of his own. Lems gets it back to 1 versus 1. It's him and the Thermite of No Thumbs. The challenge comes in and Lems gets the final kill for Secret just to finish that round off. And the match, how about that? Lems just moving back upstairs after that opportunity, went begging downstairs and finishes things off.
Well, the French steps up in the place of the UK guys. That shouldn't be the thing. I think it should be the UK guys showing that, you know, they're better than the French.
Yeah, I'd absolutely agree. I think Leon really tried to play aggressively there. He had a couple of bad run-outs. You know, I'm not trying to get on Leon's back. We've got to be fair there. Penguin picked him up on 1. I think that second bandit run-out, I think you're right, Demo. I think it was just a bit of shock. We've all been there. Yep. It's usually Caveira for me. I come round a corner, Caveira's like bang right in my face, and it's a big surprise. Thank you, Demo. It's a big surprise, and it's just that shock, and your hand comes off the mouse. I think there was a bit of that going on for Leon. So.
Yeah, it was very interesting. Of course, you're talking about LMs like a couple of times. There's so many situations where, even in round 7, he should have died. They knew exactly where he was. It just required just a little bit more patience and just wait for where he comes. But no one took him down, which is so surprising. And in that last round, again, another 1v2, couldn't believe it. Thank you.
Is this my job? Is this what I do?
This is actually your job now, just to let you know.
Oh, no.
But take us through the replays anyway.
Well, I think that really, Who Knows came out swinging. They had the lead for a period of time. There's things that Who Knows had mistakes. We're expecting a team of this caliber to have mistakes, but then again, we're also expecting them to learn from them, and next week, hopefully, they'll be back ready. They've learned from the miscommunication errors. I think is the biggest thing that me and you both agree on, Ice, is just that alliance situation. That shouldn't happen.
No, you've got two players there, both going to attack him. The call-outs have happened, and they come in 5 seconds apart. That's just a timing and communication issue, as you say. Nathan just needs to hold himself back on rear stage, just wait for Penguin, give him that 5 seconds he needs to be getting into supply corridor, and at that point it should be a no-win situation for Elems. You know, best case scenario, you don't lose anybody. Worst case, you just lose one. But ignoring the roam is really, really hurt Who Knows there, and that's something that they definitely need to take away from this game. They've done it a couple of times there. As you say, Lems, I think, you know, I'm starting to struggle with one hand to count the number of times that he's just been allowed to play on his own and just be left alone, and then to come back in and get a 2 or 3K and just really hurt Who Knows. That's something they need to learn from. Yeah,
it's one of those questions where it's either, did he have that clutch factor, or was it the fact that Who Knows just made just a little bit too many mistakes, and, you know, those minor mistakes here and there, which we did see quite a lot of, but he did clutch up as well on top of that. So it wasn't the fact that, of course, you know, he had a few issues here and there. You know, he pulled out when he needed to be, and it was done quite well. But it's like you mentioned, of course, Demo, with Who Knows, you know, with most teams like that as well, the attacking side, it's always going to be a little bit of a disadvantage in comparison. But at the start, it wasn't too bad, but they just fell short towards the end.
Yeah, still, there's positives that they can take away from Secret. What we're expecting, you can see the aggressiveness. It's not the same Secret that we've seen over Pro League. They're playing so much more flexible, so much more freely. You've seen Leon just do what he wants.
Yeah, it was something that I wrote in my notes before coming to watch him today. I just thought, you know, they're going to have the opportunity here to let off some steam. Pro League is going to have been frustrating for Team Secret. Let's make no secret about it. Every one of those teams is there to win every round that they play, and it's going to be really getting to these guys, I'm sure, you know, to have that difficulty of picking up the wins. So this would no doubt have been a great opportunity to come and face some competitive, you know, teams, but just to really let off some steam and go for it, and I think that's what we saw there.
Oh yeah, they definitely did. But who knows, they can take a learning curve from this and learn from their mistakes, see what needs to actually be done. But I think Team Secret's a good team to play against first straight away in week 1. So they at least learn from it, and then when they're playing against the other teams in the group, it will help them out as they go through it anyway.